Okay, listen up. A warning for you tonight from a retired teacher after she was scammed out of thousands of dollars while trying to sell a bike on Facebook Marketplace.
So it happened after the person on the other end of this transaction convinced her to use Zelle. Steve Stager has a look.
I've been selling things on Facebook Marketplace the whole time we've lived here. I've never had an issue.
Susan listed a bike her husband doesn't use anymore for $100.
I received a Facebook message from a gentleman. He said that his sister was not on Facebook, but she wanted to buy this bike. And he gave me a phone number and asked me to text her.
They texted. She asked if Susan had Zelle.
I said, first mistake, you'll have to talk me through it.
Then she got an email she thought was from Zelle,
telling me that since I haven't had an active account, I would have to activate my account.
The texter guided her to pay the money to a strange account with a strange phone number. She said it was a business account that she shared.
You're going to basically send me the $500 to establish the account, and then I'm going to give you $600.
But then emails kept coming. $500 wasn't enough to authenticate her account, it said. She needed to dump in $1,500 more.
The back of my head knew the whole time. Don't ask me why I played into that, but I did.
How much are you out?
$2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
For a $100 bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty prevalent.
Elizabeth Anaskevich is a consumer protection attorney who used to work as an enforcement attorney for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The CFPB sued Zelle in December of last year, calling the platform an attractive vehicle for fraud.
There have been hundreds of millions of dollars of complaints by some of the largest banks.
The new administration dropped that lawsuit, a move that Zelle at the time applauded, calling the original complaint legally and factually flawed. Anaskevich says Zelle and the banks have made some improvements in fraud prevention since, but it's still pretty prevalent. So in the meantime, users need to be careful.
Never send money to someone that you do not know.
I am so angry at myself.
Susan did what you're supposed to do. She immediately reported the transaction to Zelle, her bank, and the police. She doesn't think that money is coming back. So in the meantime, this retired English teacher wants to be a lesson for all of us.
If I can fall for it, somebody who's much needier, having much more of a struggle in their lives than I am, is going to get taken.
Okay, so Zelle does post warnings about fraud on its website and inside those individual bank apps. Remember, pay attention to those red flags. If something feels suspicious, it probably is. Be sure to do your research before spending your money because you don't want to end up out of money.